Hi, it's Megan.
And it's Bree.
And we just want to talk about TV.
Welcome to our podcast,
Unseriesous. Each episode, we're going to cover a TV show, new or old, and have a silly little conversation about it.
So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's get unserious. Well, butter my parsnips.
Oh my god. Nothing could have prepared me for what you just said. I was going to say, hold his hand and help him into the next life.
Okay, fuck you. That's sad. Hold on, let me get another one. Tickle my cheeks with a goose's feather.
Who was saying this?
That one. I don't even know his name. He's the one at dinner who is eating, and then he's the... fuck, what's his name? And then at the end, he was at dinner with them, and he sat, and he was like eating away, and Lady Belle was getting sick from...
Oliver Twist?
Was it Oliver Twist?
That's what, like, surely she's not talking about
I gotta
Oliver
tell you,
Twist.
That's when I was double watching everything.
That's so funny.
I did not know. You know what? That would add up.
I forgive you.
But you know what? He was saying all that shit.
Yeah.
Butter my parsnips.
Butter my parsnip.
And that really stuck with me.
I'm really glad.
And that's about it.
I'm really stuck with always look out for number one. I'm number one. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Unseriesous.
Hey guys, I have never read
Oliver Twist, or just period.
I have never read ever.
I'm illiterate.
Like,
Not Jack!
Yeah, like Jack.
The words just swirl around.
Like Jack. Okay. Okay, sorry.
That was kind of
Okay,
funny.
let's move into it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, my friend.
Yeah.
Before we get into this.
Whatever.
Why is he staring?
I'm so
scared
but also
right now.
intimidating and
Yep.
scary.
His eyes, he looks kind of possessed.
That's okay. Alright, we're talking about the Artful Dodger, but I had a question for me.
I did. Hey.
Hi. Happy birthday!
We're filming this on my birthday.
We're filming this on Bree's birthday. It was actually last week, so if you didn't say happy birthday, that's on you.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Tell me happy birthday. Yeah, it's my birthday, so everyone has to be nice to me.
I'll do my best. Oh, it'd be so nice. It's gonna be insane. You're not even ready.
No, when people are too nice, it freaks me out.
Interesting. Ask me a question.
Sorry.
Sorry, please.
Megan.
What's up, Bree?
Have you been? How have you been?
I've been okay.
Have you gone anywhere?
I have, actually.
Did you see anyone?
I have seen some people.
I've seen some shit.
I've seen some shit. That's actually exactly what I wanted to talk about today.
I knew it. And I was hoping. Get into it.
I saw one Olivia Rodrigo this week. Shout out to Vivo for taking me and my coworkers to see Olivia Rodrigo with
Shout
some
out.
very nice
Big
views
shout
and
out.
seats and hot dogs.
Yeah. Dogs.
Olivia was everything you'd expect. She was so fun. That's the word I keep using. Like,
Yeah.
She's just such a fun performer. She has such fun music. Even when it's, like, emotional, she's flying around on a moon.
Exactly.
And she waved to us, I'm pretty sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was so good. I also saw Chapel Roan,
Yes.
who was fantastic. I don't know as much of her music, but before Lollapalooza, I'm in.
But did she slay the boots?
She did slay the house boots down. I was having a great time.
Cunty as hell.
My coworker, God, was so funny. I wonder if you can hear it in the videos.
I did hear your coworker say, "Oh, I love her. Can't wait to see her at Lollapalooza."
I can't remember. There's something specific she said in one of them that just sent me. But yeah.
Wait, but I find it so funny that in the one song, like Casual, she's like singing like kind of insane lyrics, and
Yeah, their kids like.
and I saw it, and then everyone's doing the flashlight. It cracks me up.
Yeah.
That sends me to the moon.
No, everything kind of sends me to the moon because at one point Olivia Rodrigo is like, "Are there any
Yeah,
besties here?" And
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Woo!" And then she's like, "Are there any people with their parents here?" And it's like, "Oh my god!" And then she immediately goes, she's like,
Yeah,
"Sister."
obsessed. I saw when it first started. I saw the video and I said, "Oh my god, people
Yeah.
like people."
And like I get it, like there were kids are running around the suite, so I said, "How did you guys get here?" Like I get it because
so
she started on
obsessed
Disney.
with
She started on
X.
Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, this is not
You
fair.
have to let her be cunty.
Yeah, I think she should
Yeah,
be free to serve cunt as much as she wants.
She serves cunt. And, like, it's not like her music is, like she curses, like, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And if Chapel Roan's your opener, you gotta know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little too cunty.
100%. I think, like,
But you know what? They were embracing it.
Yeah, I think bring your kids, but don't get mad if you show up to this concert and the opener or Olivia is a little, like, scandalous because that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
And if you get mad for bringing your kids there, that's on you.
Yeah. You should leave. Leave your kids there.
That's been a whole thing about concert etiquette that we don't have to unpack here.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, there was a dad that just, like, bestowed his 9-year-old on, like, a couple college kids. And we're like, can you, like, watch her?
Hey, can you watch this video?
It's like, dude, then don't, if you're not going to go with your kid, maybe your kid shouldn't even go at all.
If you're not gonna...
Anyway, I had a great time.
And besides the children.
It was so fun. I was at the show where she announced the Guts Deluxe, and that was a crazy moment. Obviously, like, people were, like, comparing it to Taylor Swift, and it's like, plenty of people do that. And we don't need to make everything drama.
Literally everyone does that. Even before Taylor Swift, like...
Yeah.
You announce a little thing, like if it's coming and it's right before and you have a show, that's what you do.
Yeah, it just felt like because of like, I don't mean to compare it to Taylor, but like that's like the biggest way we've seen it happen is with Taylor. Just
people are like,
more people are paying attention.
Olivia's copying.
So fucking annoying. Someone commented that on the TikTok I posted. I want to be like, why are we pitting two bad bitches against each other in my comment section?
And acting like that doesn't happen
everywhere. Like, I love Taylor, but she didn't invent that. She's just the most notable person to do it right now. So that's what I mean in my head when that happened. Because, like, when you see that when Taylor announced Speak Now and 1989, those were huge moments and be the people at that concert. Yeah. Crazy. So we had that moment of, like, oh my god, I cannot believe that just happened at this random Tuesday night Chicago show. Yeah. So that was really cool. And that's also what I'm saying.
To listen.
I'm listening. I haven't listened to every song, but I really liked... Well, Obsessed. I'm wearing my Obsessed merch.
I've heard Obsessed. Like, I'm glad it's finally on, like, streaming.
And, like, she performed that. I was going off. Yeah. Also obsessed with Brooke Averick's podcast, always. That's one of the only things I'm listening and consuming consistently these days. But I also like the Girl I've Always Been and So American. Bops.
So American.
Yeah. It's our first love song.
Oh, wait. I heard part of this on a TikTok.
Yeah.
Is it like, you're London...
Something like that.
And I'm American.
Basically,
and you like that I'm American.
Yeah.
And I like that you're
London. I saw a tweet that was like, I think people in London need to enjoy this while I have it, because when Taylor's album drops, London's getting decimated.
London's being taken down.
London, like, someone was like, temporary truce.
London's literally...
So fucking funny. But yeah, I love Olivia Rodrigo. I would go again. I wish it was easier for people to get fucking tickets.
Yeah.
So we had trouble. I just got lucky with work.
Yeah. I couldn't get a ticket, y'all.
Yeah, that's fucked.
I was gonna go.
So, Olivia.
Send
us tickets.
Send us tickets.
I'm so obsessed with your eggs.
All right.
Brie, what have you been doing this week?
No, just kidding.
You don't have to have done anything. It's your week. You can do whatever you want.
I do want to talk about an album I've been listening to recently. Prelude to Ecstasy by The Last Dinner Party. They were the opener for Hozier on his tour, and it's a group of girls, and they slay, and the whole album is so good, and they're going to be at Lollapalooza.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm in. I was already in, but...
It's so good, and I think, like, the music, it kind of goes pretty well. Like, it's like not old-timey, but they talk about old-timey shit, but in a modern, cool... Hold on, let me give some song titles.
Please do.
My favorites. Burn Alive.
Fuck yeah.
Caesar on a TV screen.
Okay.
Beautiful Boy. They're all just like beautiful songs. Like, especially if you just listen to it from start to finish, it's beautiful. And they're going to be at Lollapalooza. And
we should do a meet and greet at Lollapalooza. I'm just kidding. No one come find us.
Hey guys, come find us. And we're like this.
If you see us at Lollapalooza, say hi.
I'd be so scared. And no one would come by.
I'm a big fan of your podcast. You're like, don't look at me. Don't perceive me.
I'm like, I'm trying to listen to my people.
Last Dinner Party.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to listen to Last Dinner Party.
That's so funny. I'm trying to listen to Armani White. Please respect me.
Please respect my time. And Hosier's going to be there too.
Yeah.
God.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be too big.
Yeah.
we
actually don't go because it's a little too
I
intimidating.
know. I'm like, I kind of can't go anymore. There's too many people.
I can't, like, mentally handle that.
But yeah, that's the tea.
That's the tea.
That's
we love music.
my tea. Yeah. I said I haven't been reading, and I'm like, I always forget about music. Like, I could share some music.
Yeah.
I was doing that a lot at the beginning, but kind of went to just books and then...
Yeah, what else? What's, like, my most listened to song right now? It's probably something fucking random, because I listen to the most random fucking shit.
Fucking random.
It's probably, like, Josie and the Pussycats at this point.
Okay, well, keep that to yourself. No, I'm just kidding. I love it. Okay, well, keep that to yourself.
There were tweets about it going by recently.
Not going by.
I said, let's talk. Like, let's fucking go. I want my 25th birthday to be Josie.
Who is talking about
I don't know what we're doing, but that's all I know.
I hear too many people's thoughts.
Sorry. What?
I hear too many people's thoughts on podcasts, and then I hear all this information, and then I'm like, oh, I heard someone talking about that, and it's probably just like someone on a podcast, but like who? Because I listen to hours and hours and hours, and then they all just...
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of thoughts. Hopefully you're listening to our thoughts.
Yeah. And I guess that means we should probably get into our thoughts.
Like and subscribe.
About
the Artful Dodger.
Yay!
Should I tell you what it's about?
Yes.
I don't know what it's about.
That's true.
No,
I feel like it's going to be embarrassing because there are things where I'm like, something happened we'll get into, and I was like, has this always been?
Wait, no, same. Okay, I don't know. But like, I don't know.
Okay, you go and we'll get into it.
I don't know. I can't. Okay. The Artful Dodger is an...
Who was that?
The Artful Dodger.
The Artful Dodger. You sound like
Lady Whistle.
That's what I was going to say.
No.
Julie Andrews narrating Bridgerton.
That's me.
Oh my god.
It's really me.
Buckle up.
The Artful Dodger is an Australian television series on Disney Plus and Hulu. It is the sequel to the Charles Dickens novel Oliver Twist. Get reading, bitches.
Pick up your book.
In 1850s Australia, Jack Dawkins... Is that how you say it?
Dawkins, yeah.
I love going... Is that how you say it?
Every week.
Dawkins, a former Royal Navy surgeon, establishes himself as a respected young doctor. However, an old acquaintance, Fagin... Is that how you say it?
Yeah. That's good.
Resurfaces, forcing Jack, once a London-based pickpocketer, that bitch, known as the Artful Dodger,
known as that bitch,
actually known as that bitch.
It's really hard when you're that bitch.
Back into a life of crime. Jack forms an attachment to the governor's daughter, who aspires to be a surgeon. Okay. As Jack intersects with the present and external forces jeopardize his goals, the narrative unravels, raising questions about whether he can genuinely reshape his life. Which
Can you?
Can you
take
really?
the Dodger out of the
man?
man?
If you're a freaking criminal.
If you're a criminal, can you ever not be a criminal again? They're asking some really like deep philosophical questions there. You take the pickpocket out of the man, but you can't take the man out of the pickpocket. I think you can do it too.
If you're a respectful surgeon.
And if this guy hadn't come,
I
guess he was in debt and he needed money somehow.
Chop that hand off.
But I can choose.
That would have been badass.
That would have been scary. Wait, one of the things I realized later was Darius, who was throughout the season, he was the one fucking the police officer's wife. Mm-hmm. He was the one that he was playing poker with, right? Or no? Darius. I was trying to read recaps and I was like, oh my god, it was the same guy? Darius. Okay, stick with me.
I know it's not. Okay, I know.
Okay.
I have him in my head.
He has a ponytail.
Yes.
And he was fucking the wife of the guy and they had syphilis or whatever.
Yeah. And he was like,
sliced that woman's
which
throat.
whore gave me?
Yeah.
And I said,
he sliced that poor woman's throat.
I know. That was
and then that woman, okay, that's what I was thinking about. That woman kissed the governor.
Yes.
I said,
oh, yes.
And I'm watching, I'm like, is that the governor?
And I'm like, is that Captain? Is that President Snow.
He was just like a silly little guy.
He
but
was.
also
I was like,
President
what's
Snow.
happening? No, I was so confused. I was literally like,
I said, were they always?
I'm like,
Did I
are they
miss that?
together?
And I was like, is it the same guy? And then like I like looked, I read
remember-
something. I was like, yeah, that was him. But were they always kissing?
I feel like that's supposed to be tea.
Okay. Now I'm drinking that up because I was like, whoa.
But it was like so casually thrown in there, you know?
Yeah.
Like I was like literally.
That's so sweet tea.
No, let me tell you. I think that's supposed to be tea.
I was gagged.
I was gagged. No, I was
also like,
I was like, did I miss something? I missed a lot.
That's how I felt like I would like zone out a little bit when the commercial came on and then would come back and I was like, oh,
No.
fuck, okay, I gotta get back
The
in.
Hulu. Let me tell you, the Hulu commercials took me out. Like,
Yeah.
like
It should've
it
been on Disney
fade.
Plus, I guess.
I'd be in it, it'd fade, and then they'd go to like the most. I don't know.
I feel like the commercials happen at random parts too. Like something's
Yeah.
about to go down.
Yeah.
And then it's like fade away. And I was
Yeah,
like,
something.
oh.
Yeah. Like
So this is
the
not
climax
the
was
Artful
happening, and it was
Dodger's
like
fault.
fade to like. I was like, okay.
I forget there was one thing where I was like, oh, shit's about to go down. Like I was in it, I was pulled, and then it went to commercial. I was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this?
And I have no attention span, so I
And
have to
then
pull out my phone.
Dr. Miranda Bailey's like, I have 5 rules.
That's really good, actually. That Russian. The 5.
That's iconic.
So good. Like
Okay,
Grey's
so-
Anatomy's making some moves. But you know what? This is my Grey's Anatomy. Can I just say, to actually get into things that I was following, to
That I
stop
was
critiquing,
following.
I don't think the show did anything wrong. I think, I was thrown for a loop at the beginning. When I just started, they didn't even mention Oliver Twist yet, but I started getting this feeling that this meant something. That this
This
had
means
a
something.
larger story. Like this was someone, because like there's backstory between the two of them that they reference, Fagin and Jack, where I'm like, wow.
I know. I think I gotta crack the book.
I think I might have to crack open
I think I
some
have to crack the
literature.
spine of Charles Dickens.
Yeah.
Oliver Twist.
Yeah, so that really, it took me a while to like start wrapping my head around like where were we, when were we, like
What
who,
is
what do they
happening?
got going on?
One
Like,
of my notes said,
they're-
what the hell are these people saying?
They're in Australia, but they all sound British. I also said Maya Mitchell doesn't sound
Maya Mitchell sounds...
like that's her real voice for the most part, or like
Yeah, yeah,
close
yeah.
to it. I think I'm just so used to her being American that I'm like, what is she doing?
I'm so
here?
used to Callie being like,
Yeah.
uh,
I'll never get adopted.
I'm never getting it.
That was good. I'm never getting adopted.
And
And Brandon's like, you don't know that.
The impressions on she nails every foster character. It's too good.
I love it. We gotta crack that open,
Yeah.
actually. Should we do that about imposters in good trouble on
I'm
this?
so happy. I was so happy to see Maya Mitchell in something because I mean I saw her in Teen Beach Movie, but
Right.
mostly the Fosters.
Yeah.
And I was just happy to see her, and she was slaying the
Yeah,
role.
she was so
slayed
good
the
at
boots
this.
down. I said, she was. I don't know. It was giving more, like because Callie was always doing shit. So
Yeah.
like it came like okay, this bitch
Again.
again.
Yeah, it was cool to see Maya Mitchell in a different role.
Yeah.
Like playing in it. Well, I guess
More-
we never
more
watched Good
Maya
Trouble,
Mitchell.
but like now like seeing her in like an
Yeah.
adult role, even though that's what Good Trouble was, but it was still Callie.
Yeah.
It's still family.
It's still fam. It's still that bitch.
Still that bitch. Imagine being that bitch, Callie. But yeah, so that threw me for a loop at the beginning. When I was trying to like ascertain like what the plot of Oliver Twist
What is
was.
happening?
So we didn't read that in school. We read Tale of Two Cities.
Sorry.
Wait, I also wrote something down when he's talking about his life at sea. That's me also trying to figure out, oh my god, this man was at sea and like he broke out of prison, whatever. I was really trying to figure out the backstory for a while, and that was deterring me from grasping what was happening in the moment.
I was like,
But at one point he's talking about his time at sea and he went, it was the best of times and the worst of times. I said, that's Charles Dickens' tea. That's the opening line of Tale of Two Cities, and that's on being literate.
good
Maybe
job.
I didn't read Oliver
Slay.
Twist,
So-
but I was present.
But you knew.
But I knew. I know Charles Dickens. Maybe there's probably
I know
5 other
Charles Dickens
references, but I got
everywhere.
one. I see him everywhere.
I see him in my dreams.
The Artful Dodger is also tea for all the
The artful Rizzler.
Okay, whoa. Pause for a second. I have to talk about my Dodger.
Okay, what?
This was big. This is for all my Rory and Just
Hashtag
girlies.
my. What?
I started realizing why I know Dodger was because Rory calls Jess that in the first episode that Jess is in because he steals her book. And I started thinking that's why she did
and Brodie's
that.
very literate.
Yeah, they're both. That's why their ship name is Literati, because they're fucking literate as fuck. He gives her book back, and then she's like, okay, Dodger. She walks away, and he's like, what? Dodger? And she goes, figure it out. And then he goes, Oliver Twist. And that's when I realized, I'm like, oh my God.
You're like, it all clicked.
It all clicked because of Gilmore
You're like,
Girls. Yes.
Should I do the Rory Gilmore reading challenge?
What's that?
It's just like, I think it's every book you see her reading in the series, but there's like a page for it.
Oh, cool.
That would make me very literate.
I'd probably be smart. But then I'd also probably steal a yacht and then drop out of Yale.
I would definitely drop out of Yale.
I want to do the Jess reading challenge and go, why did you drop out of Yale? We're going to do a Gilmore Girls pod. I'm going to take a glass of wine and go off. Anyway, Dodger's really special to me, and then that's when I really locked in.
I'm glad you had that special moment.
Yeah, thank you.
With your 2 white boys of the year.
Jess and Jack.
This boy. I was telling my hair person about this, and she was like, I was trying to remember his name, like his
Jack
real
Dawkins.
name.
Yeah. Oh, Thomas?
Yeah.
Thomas Brodie-sangster.
I'm like, you know that guy from Maze Runner and the Queen's Gambit?
Oh, yes.
And she's like, oh, yes, the one who looks like he's 12.
Yeah, he's just perpetually has the youngest looking face.
And I said, what is it? We couldn't think of it. I'm like, and after I left, I thought of it.
Fuck, it always happens.
I was pondering. I was like, who is that little guy?
Okay, Thomas Brodie-sangster is a star, because now you mentioned, Nanny McPhee, was he in that?
Nanny McPhee raised me.
Was he in that?
And he was in it.
He was in that. He was in Love Actually, which I've never seen, but he's in that. He was fucking Ferb from Phineas and Ferb. Queen's Gambit, like I knew, but I forgot briefly. But he slayed in that movie. Show. Whoa.
In that movie. Did you just call the Queen's Gambit a movie?
That's like a cardinal sin on this podcast. He's so talented, Maze Runner, of course. And, oh my God, there's so many things. I didn't finish my thought about this being Grey's Anatomy. I was upset. Like, I feel like I was thrown by, like, the thievery plot, but was hooked to the medical plot of, like, her wanting to be a surgeon, him being a surgeon, but being torn. And then, like, them learning in real time, like, modern medicine of, like, oh, what if we practice on a dead body?
Yeah.
Oh, what if I make something that prevents the wound from getting infected? I was like, this bitch
why
is
is it so dirty in here?
She's about to invent penicillin.
She's about to fucking rule the world.
I was, like, upset. Like, I was kind of living for this because, like, we have so many modern medical dramas. It was cool to watch one where they don't know everything yet and are figuring it out as they go and being like, well, if we fuck up, we fuck up.
Well, that was my problem. Like, in the medical, like, I was in it for the medical side. And then when they were talking about, like, pocketing and treasure, I, like, would be like, what the hell are you people saying?
Yeah, that really, I struggled with that because there were a lot of other characters on that side of the story that would come in and out. And I was like, who the fuck?
And that bitch with a pistol? Cunty as hell.
Yeah, the girl with the hat? That was pregnant?
Yes.
Oh, I have so much to say about her. We'll have to get into her. But I think her name was, like, Red.
That bitch loved her.
Red was short for something. Yeah. And she was iconic.
God.
When they first introduced her, I was like, who is that? And then by the end, I'm like, that's my girl.
Who is that? No, by the end, I said, that's it.
Imagine me, that bitch.
Like, imagine being the cuntiest bitch in town in the 1850s.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they were slaying. But yeah, I cared so much more about the medical stuff.
Yeah, like, Grey's Anatomy doesn't make me sick for some reason, but this, I think it was getting too close on the time. It was making me, it made me feel like I was playing Ed Heads again in elementary school, and I was getting, like, that feeling.
It was
of,
intense.
Like, I was ill.
Especially, like, throwing you into that first scene where it's kind of like a party when they're operating on that man. They're just, like, slicing and dicing. I was eating my buffalo chicken bites.
And they're flipping a coin to decide who cut. That's insane.
Yeah.
Miranda Bailey would love that.
This guy shows up to be your doctor. What do you do?
What do you do?
He flips a coin between the two of them.
You flip a coin, and that, like, picks if you live or die pretty much, because everyone else is just fucking up.
Yeah, the one guy is, like, senile.
Yeah.
When they knock him out, it's so funny. The first time it happened, I was dead. That was so funny.
Knocking him out.
So good. Rough. But what I was also going to say about him, but also Maia, I think every time I watch them, they have such insane chemistry with the people. But then in this, insane.
No, they had insane chemistry.
In that first, well, it wasn't their first scene, but it was like their first moment when he was like helping like check on her heart rate in the first episode, and they're like inches apart. I was like, whoa. They're just like,
and they're annoyed with each other.
Yeah, they're not getting along at that point.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I got it.
They were giving. And the reason why I was thinking about him having really great chemistry is, like, obviously Queen's Gambit was great, but I'm really thinking about him and Dylan O'Brien's chemistry. Okay, moving on from his chemistry with Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah, let's squeeze on past you.
Their chemistry, insane from the moment that they stepped into the
moment I was like, when are these people gonna meet? And then they did.
So true. I'm obsessed with her general storyline of wanting to be a surgeon and him being like, fine. All right.
I mean, I'm obsessed with her blackmailing him into being.
That's what happened. Okay.
Surgeon.
Yes.
I said
that was a slick scene when Fagin was stealing the necklace and she instantly clocked that that's what happened. Protected him from getting caught, but said, well, if you want to stay this way.
Make me the first. I said, yes, bitch.
So good.
Yes.
So good. They were giving. And then I feel like, wait, I just have to pause to talk about, I think this show's only one season.
That was the end?
I think so.
Are you kidding?
The thing is, I don't know,
why?
because I find different things that are like 2023 to blank. Like, it like looks like there's room for more. But then I saw something that called it a mini-series.
What? When it ended, I was like, this is clearly going to get another season.
I know, that's what I thought too. But now I'm not sure. I have not seen anything. Like, when I search, like, anything about season 2, like, I can't find shit.
I'm going to need Australia to fucking pick it up.
Fucking figure it out.
I'm going to need the Aussies to get on.
So I was going to say, like, I feel like they had a very good, like, build-up.
That was only the setup.
That's how I feel. Like, I need more of them specifically. Like,
I don't even know who Oliver Twist is. I don't really, frankly, I don't give a damn.
I want more of this fucking artful
I like
dodger.
Jack and Lady Belle.
I know, because their build-up was so good. And then when I want to talk about the duel separately.
Not the damn duel with me.
But, like, when he's, like, on the operating table and they have their first kiss above his fucking comatose body.
Iconic.
Insane. So good.
Insane.
And then they still have a little bit back and forth, and when they have their kiss outside, like, the pub or whatever.
When she pushes him against the wall, and One Crowded Room is playing, which is one of my favorite songs.
Oh, shit.
And that was playing.
Who sings that?
It's like Augie March or something. It was in another show. It was in Wayne.
Okay.
And so I've always listened to that since then. And it's such a good song. And it started playing. And I said, yes. And then she pushes him against the wall. And I'm like, yes. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, their chemistry is so good.
And that's when you and Julia know the comments like.
That's another thing we can't talk about. That we were sharing a moment.
We were sharing a moment.
I'll tell you about
Don't
it later.
mind us.
Listen to Noah Khan really loud. I just think that, like, their chemistry's too good to just that be it. Like, they had a good story that, like, we can keep talking about, but, like, I want more of it.
Oh, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if you knew. I wasn't sure what I know. I don't know.
I don't know anything.
I don't know
about
shit,
this
to be fair. But fuck, they were so good. And then, like, the angst when her mom, you thought her mom was an ally. And then she goes, well, now you shouldn't. She finds out because of, like, the amount of time they've been spending together, right? Like, when they're in the carriage, and she's like, actually, I'm going to get out here, and Lady Belle's going to go home. And she, like, threatens him to never talk to her again.
Yeah.
And after that, they had been, like, flirting it up.
Yeah.
And then they were beefing at dinner. And then she started choking, and she said, get the fuck away from me.
She's like, don't touch me.
Don't touch me. That was
And she's, like,
insane.
literally dying. And I'm like,
so
what are you
concerned.
dying from?
Wait, another thing. I don't remember. Oh, I think it's after he finds out that she's ill, which was another crazy scene.
Ill.
When they say basically I love you. And then, like, he, like, listens to her heart and hears the aortic aneurysm.
And he's like, run away with me. And she's like, we can't. We can't.
But when he's talking to Fagin about her, Fagin's always like, okay, that bitch in the skirt or whatever. But then he's like, it's like you have pie, you know? Like, you'll eat a pie, and in that moment you're like, oh, there'll nothing be better than this pie. But later you'll have pie again. And he went, are you seriously comparing the woman I love to a pie?
Exactly.
But also, they gave me a buzz
Fagin?
because he was like, the woman I love.
Not the woman
But it was also silly, goofy.
But it was also
having a
silly
laugh.
with Fagin. Fagin's an icon.
Yeah, We'll have to talk
Oh,
about
my
that.
favorite. You fill me with equal parts joy and dread. Insane.
Serving.
Insane.
They're too good of a couple to just be one season.
Yeah.
I want to see the rest of it. I want to see the drama of like, well, we're together now. I saved her fucking life. What do you want me to do now?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That was insane.
I'm not watching the show anymore.
There's no season 2. Even if they give me season 2, which is why we're mad. I think about it makes sense.
I bet.
The boycott is totally irrelevant.
Boycotting.
Like, I had to read you my live tweets during the last episode. When they're practicing the surgery.
Yeah.
When he's like, I'll do it if you want me to do it. Like, if that's what you want. Like, because it's the biggest, like, catch-22 of, like, that's probably not the right usage of that. But, like, if he operates on her, it could kill her. But if he doesn't operate on her, she'll definitely die.
So you
But, like, he doesn't want to be the one at his hands.
But he's the best.
But then he went, it doesn't work, I'm sorry. And then they collapsed, and I said, the collapse of the century. And then when he looks at the noose, which also was insane, him having a realization, like, we've seen that fucking noose all season long.
Yeah.
And he goes, that's how I tie up her valve. That's unsexual. And then him carrying her out, Gaines pointing the gun at him, Jane, if she dies, you die. And then Sneed defending him and be like, let him operate.
That's what I was like, yes.
And then, like, him doing it all, but then him getting dragged out because she's not waking up, and then him screaming, Hetty, is she breathing? Hetty, is she breathing?
Yeah.
I just need to know if she's alive. And then the mom going, will she live? And then Sneed going, I don't know yet. But you just sent the best surgeon I know to his death.
Yes,
and let me tell you, Bree, I was in tears during that scene.
It's a romance of the century.
Like, I have chills talking about, like, not even just the scene, just all of it. Like, her lying there, like, his acting as he's being pulled out and, like, freaking the fuck out. All he wanted.
Yeah, dude.
I was, like, crying. It was, like, so good. Like, I was in there with them. But then we have to talk about Fagin separately. But then he gets pulled, and he thinks Fagin's betraying him. He thinks that Fagin's sending him to his death so he can get away with it. And earlier, him and Oliver Twist were talking about his apparent betrayal. So I read Oliver Twist. I'm just kidding. I read Wikipedia. And Oliver Twist was an orphan, right?
Okay.
And he, ends up in... So Fagin has a little gangle of child thieves.
Not a gangle
and the Artful Dodger's, like, the leader of those child thieves.
Okay.
And that's why they have that, like, weird father-son dynamic.
Yeah.
But then he gets arrested. And apparently in the book they allude to him going to Australia, which I thought was tea.
Oh.
But I was like, I don't know if it's exactly how this
Probably.
happens. Yeah.
Should we read
so
it?
that's what, yeah, I think so. A book club for Oliver Twist. Take us 7 months.
I'm not reading it unless there's a season 2.
Amen, I'm with you. If there's season 2, we will read Oliver Twist.
You listen up.
But that's why they have beef, because I think, like, Artful Dodger threw him under the bus in order to, like, save himself or something, and, like, let him take the fall for something, because they were all thieving together and trying to get him to be a thief. So then Oliver Twist and Fagin are talking present day, and he's like, you're the one who taught me, always look out for number one. Yeah. So then later, when Fagin's, like, trading Jack for his arrest, and he goes, I'm always looking out for number one, but you've always been my number one! Are you kidding? And then Red comes out, who Gaines thought was dead because of the fake, like, pregnancy death. Mm-hmm. And then shoots him. It's like, my daughter's name is Kira, bitch.
Yes,
and you almost hung both of us.
That bitch, Gaines. Ugh.
Fuck that guy.
He looked like he should be in the movie Thanksgiving.
So true.
And when he got shot. But I was like, that scene went hard. Like,
so hard. That was when I cared about the thieving, because it all culminated.
No, that's when I was like, okay, yes.
And you're right. Gaines had the audacity to be like, Jack, save me. After he was about to fucking hang him. Are you kidding?
That man.
What the fuck, dude?
He's not it.
No. But now, like, the season ended with she's alive. So that's part of the only reason I'm at peace with that being a season 2 is we know she lived. Because
I thought she was gonna die.
If they left that as a cliffhanger, there definitely would have needed to be a season 2. And she saw him, he saw her, he knows she's alive, but now he's in jail, but they're gonna get out.
Yeah.
This is where, like, there's so many things about this that gave me Pirates of the Caribbean vibes, just because of, like, the adventure and the...
It gave me Pirates of the Caribbean, and it gave me Aladdin at the beginning when he's running through the sheets.
Oh. I said, he's always in a big time rush. I wrote that down.
That makes sense. Wait, what did I... The first note I wrote, bro looks like Wonka.
You're so right. So many references.
He looked like Wonka.
Obsessed.
Bro.
Yeah, I want this to have a season 2. At least just one more season.
Like, how do you just give... We didn't even get to see... Sorry.
I want to know what's going on with her sister. And her sister's engaged to Oliver Twist right now. Like, come on now.
Yeah. There's so much that could possibly... I love... What's her name?
The sister?
I know her name. Don't tell me. Fanny.
Yeah.
Love Fanny.
Me too.
She goes, I love soup. I'm like, exactly.
Me too.
Bitch, me too. She was so real.
She was good. I wrote down one of their exchanges is when Belle's sad. I don't remember for which part, if it was when she wasn't talking to Dodger or whatever. Mm-hmm. And Fanny goes, this is in episode 5, so what was going on? I think it was during the duel. It was the duel episode.
Oh, yeah.
Fanny goes, I got you a gift. And Belle goes, is it a guillotine?
She's so funny.
Like, all their exchanges were so funny. And Belle could not give, like, less than 2 shits about half the stuff Fanny was saying, but those were sisters. And when Belle was at her lowest, Fanny was like, I know I may annoy you, but I love you.
But that's real sisters. That's
sisterhood.
And they're totally different, and they slay.
I know. Another thing I wrote down was when, Oliver Twist shows up and he's like so taken by Fanny, and he goes, your father told me, or like he says it to the father, you told me your daughter was passingly pretty, and the mom was like, the fuck, why'd you tell him that? The mom also had such a good line when Belle is taking out all the pictures of the men. She's like, why would we have all these random men looking at us? And she's like, well, it's better than talking to them. The mom said that. I was like, that's funny. The mom had me so hot and cold. I was like, I stand. And at the end, I was like, okay.
At the end, I was like,
your daughter's dying and no one wants to believe it. I also was pissed at Sneed. Sorry, I'm saying a million things. I was pissed at Sneed when he checked on her and was like, that's just an ulcer. Yeah. And it's like, bro, if you care about her, you know that lying isn't going to help her. Yeah. Bro, like, you can tell he cared. That's why he, like, wouldn't say that it was an ulcer or wasn't an aneurysm. Like, he knew there was something more wrong with her. But not telling her, like, he knows
like,
that
what's
something
the point of that?
Happen. Yeah, that's not helping
And
her.
I thought he was, I don't know.
Yeah, but he got me in the end.
He got me in the end.
It's the best surgeon I've ever seen.
The governor?
Yeah.
He was like, get some rest. Just get some rest. But, like,
okay.
Bro, this bitch is dying.
Yeah, like, let's talk about it.
Can we talk about it? Because I think she's gonna die.
Yeah.
Just get some rest.
Another insane scene was when her and Jack were together that morning, and they were doing it, and then Fagin was literally, like, about to be hung. I said, I'm glad they're having a good time. I guess, like, she was near death, too.
Fagin made me, like, so emotional. Yeah. And I forgot that was, that one guy.
Remus
I forgot that was Emily's bow.
That's Emily's man's.
Emily's bow. I was like, and then I looked at the cast and I was like, oh, that's him.
That's like, I don't know if you remember this.
I remember the selfie. It came back to me.
I texted, this isn't that.
That's us. I was like, because he looked so different.
Yeah. Like, for a while he was really freaking me out, but then I became so fond of him.
The duel, when he has to... I was crying. Uh-huh. I was like,
when the governor was like, the seconds can do it. Yeah. It's like, we can't have 2 doctors shoot each other. Yeah. So the seconds can do it.
Yeah, and then he's like so sad. But then he shoots Sneed.
Yeah. That was pretty fire. That whole duel was sending me.
Wait, Fagin with the I lost somebody once. Or whatever. And it's his dog.
Yeah. I didn't say it was
he opens up like a locket and it's a dog and it has like hair.
I lost somebody once.
This is my favorite character.
She was 6 years old and Jack was like, oh my god.
I'm like, that's so real. And Jack's like, it was a dog.
They were cracking me up. I did start caring more about their storyline as it went on. I feel like at the beginning it was too many
confused.
Like random storylines, like the bedding and then the necklace but then when it started all like culminating in like the red storyline and the gold, like when that started like actually like adding up, and then when Red being seen as like an angel and the fucking priest was cracking me out. He's like, I only did it because I wasn't dead. So fucking funny. Real. When that all started like adding up and meaning something, I was like, okay, I'm in. But the medical stuff had me pretty much from the beginning. Yeah. But Fagin also, when Red was about to die or whatever, and, like, they were trying to save her and the baby, he said something like, I'll just take care of the baby. Do you remember that? Like, wait, I'll raise the baby.
That's so cute.
Fagin offering to raise the baby.
Give him a baby. That's so...
that was the episode where they tried to ban alcohol.
Yeah.
And not to really jump, but my least favorite scene was when they drank that pee.
Ew.
Wasn't that insane?
Ew.
Like, Gaines deserved.
There was too much gross stuff happening.
There was a lot. Like, I was
getting, like, physically ill.
Yeah. But he's like, the governor going, just tastes like it's expired or something. He was just like, this is a little off. I'm like, you fully pee.
Ugh.
That poor little man that was stuck in the bar cart for a while.
Oh. I'm trying to think. I'm like, what do I have anything else?
I don't know, I just really their fucking chemistry.
The bitch can't read.
Okay, he has dyslexia.
I said Leah Michelle Tease. Okay, he has dyslexia.
Okay, he has dyslexia. Like,
okay, whoa. He said, I need pictures.
I'm not reading this. I'm not reading all that.
He literally was like, I'm not reading all that.
But the first time you see Maia Mitchell's character, Belle, she has the fucking plague doctor mask on. That scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
I was like being
who's wearing that? And then it's her.
It was her! I was scared. And then it was just my girl Maia.
Her looks slayed. I don't
Yes!
know all of them.
The one that was like bright blue or something.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if anyone would wear that, but I don't give a shit.
No, literally, slayed.
I was like, I don't care if some of this is a little kooky for like historical accuracy. I was having the best time.
A little kooky.
A little kooky.
I'm like, I don't care about historical accuracy in the 1800s. Like,
I'm just having a good time.
Fuck this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm having fun.
Yeah. And I was having fun. Like, once I like got over the fact that I didn't read the book that this was based on, I had a splendid time.
Once I got over the fact.
What else did I write down? There was a scene where I guess they were beefing. It was like after the duel and after like they were beefing, and he went, "Do you want to come do a dangerous surgery with me?" And she goes, "No." Yes.
Yes. She loves a
those are my
dangerous
doctors.
surgery. Wait, before the duel, when he thinks it's gonna be a sword fight.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was like, pistols, and he's like, and then just the oh. And then the next scene that got him.
Yeah, it was so silly. Like, I knew so little about the show, so going into like,
I thought it was a totally different tone.
Yeah,
but
I don't know what I thought it was, to be honest. I basically just knew that they had a pretty good relationship, and you know what, that delivered. that was as promised. One of my other favorite parts, I guess we could start going into highs and lows, but one of my favorite parts was when Gaines is getting mad at her. And, like, she's blocking him off. Oh, I forget what the context is. But he's like, your father is too loose with you. If you were my daughter, she goes, I'd run away. Like your wife.
God damn.
Fire.
Her roast.
Fire line. She was so cool.
She's so cool. She was a little too cool.
Obsessed with her.
Wait, there's another line, I feel like. There's so many lines.
Yeah.
Where is that? My freaking live tweeting. Wait, I wrote down when the cat was eating the.
Oh, I wrote that down. The cat eating the finger.
Okay,
insane. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? That's why she came in there and fixed things up.
I hated that.
Thank God.
Wait, I had something to say.
Okay, say it.
Okay, say it.
Say it. Prove it.
When I said Sticky Hands Wonka, back at it. Started getting back into the Sticky Hands Wonka.
That's what they call them.
Oh, I know what part of the body politic I would be removing. Lady Belle says that to the Thanksgiving looking guy.
Oh yeah.
And the way she smiles, she just slayed.
She literally never did anything wrong.
But yeah.
I also wrote. We've already been talking about it, but Oliver Twist reveal. When he sees a guy in the carriage, I was like, "This." If
I knew that was Oliver Twist, I would have been like, Oliver Twist reveal.
I was like, surely this isn't Oliver Twist. Like, I wasn't sure they'd bring him in, but they were like, Fagin was so concerned about it. I'm like, it has to be Oliver Twist.
Yeah. I wouldn't even known this was about Oliver Twist. I mean, maybe a little. I don't know. Did they?
They mentioned him.
They mentioned it. Okay, but like, I don't think I would have like you telling me really.
Yeah. I was like, I think I should let her know. I was really thrown. And honestly, the Gilmore Girls thing really should have got me sooner. Like Dodger,
Thank God you have that connection from Gilmore Girls.
I exclusively associate the word Dodger with Jess Mariano and Roy Gilmore. Those are my people for real. But yeah, I'm wondering. I feel like that's everything. Let me do a comb of my notes.
Let me do a comb.
I just really am
artful
obsessed.
Rizzler.
Yes, speak on that. He really really pulled me. I love Thomas Brodie-Sangster, but in this, I really saw him in a new light.
You said that.
I did really like him in
My
Queen's
boy.
Gambit, but this was his starring moment.
This is his moment.
And I want to see him in more things.
More on that.
Not to talk about his real life,
Not on.
but you know he's engaged to Elon Musk's ex-wife.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait.
And she was in, like, Pride and Prejudice. They were in a show together.
Wait, what's her name?
Tallulah something.
Oh.
And I'm shook. I'm like, what? I literally was like, oh, girl.
Oh, girl.
I know it was Elon's fault. He tricked her.
Oh, girl. Are you okay?
Again, that's
after
not real
Elon?
people. I'm glad she found Ferb.
I'm so glad she found Ferb.
So glad she
I'm
found
so
the artful
glad she found
Rizzler.
Nanny McPhee looking bitch ass.
I'm really happy for them.
That's so funny.
But yeah, he really
Slay.
pulled me in this. I was really happy to see Maia Mitchell in this. Those are my
Yes.
friends. Like that's the thing. I
Maia
found like a
Mitchell
picture of them
slay.
on her Instagram that made me laugh, and I said,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, make a season 2." Those
Yeah.
are my friends.
All right. Should we get into epic highs and lows? Yeah. Hey, Megan.
What's up, Bree?
Who was your favorite character?
I wrote Jack and Belle.
Yes.
That's my core 2.
Yes.
Throw Fagin in there. That gives kind of, it's too easy. They're the main characters, but
Yeah.
I love Jack and Belle and their chemistry.
I also said that.
Yeah.
And I mean Fagin.
Yeah. Red was cool too. I really
And
liked her.
Fanny.
Oh, and Fanny.
But yeah, if I had to be honest, Jack and Belle.
Yeah. Who's your least favorite?
Least favorite? Oh my god, did I not write it down? Well, my least favorite is the Gaines.
Yeah.
I hate that
Yeah,
guy.
fuck that guy.
He's gonna
We didn't even
haunt
talk
me.
about his fucking wife cheating on him. That was also insane.
That was kind of cunty.
That's where
I
that was
too
wild.
would-
I was like, whoa. And then like Fagin and Jack being under the bed while it was happening.
Yeah, I think going.
Free them. The show was so silly. Goofy.
That's funny though. They were going.
I was like, whoa. And I didn't even, it was one of those things where I'm like, I probably at that point did know that was a cheating, that was a scandal, but I didn't realize that until later.
God bless. Our favorite moments?
I wrote like Jack and Belle's chemistry again.
Slay.
Like from their first scene, like ever seen their last episode, I was like just like so emotional over them. The conversation that you mentioned, what's the line? Where you irritate me, but not irritate. What was the line?
You are my biggest joy. You are my biggest joy. I don't want to mess it up.
I
It's
know.
beautiful. It's in my little notes.
Yeah, but that was good.
I have to read it.
And the I love you scene.
You fill me with equal parts. That one?
Yeah.
Equal parts joy and dread.
Yeah.
Like, that's iconic.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
poetry.
And I liked when he's talking about, like, I can't, like, imagine my life without you, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, did you just say that you love me? And he's like, I don't understand. He's like, that's what you said in your own words.
That's
like,
what you fucking said, bitch.
That's my 2
Real.
bitches.
That's my 2 bitches.
Fanny and her talking when they were out at the door and then, like, her helping her, like, escape and whatnot. I loved the Fanny and Belle relationship. And I liked the duel episode. Like, I thought that was so funny. Another one of my favorite scenes was when Fanny was outside her door. We were already talking about that, but when she helped her, like, escape. And I really do like a lot of their scenes. And then I liked when Belle told off Gaines. Like, I really like that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
And what about you?
And what about you?
Okay, I didn't write mine down, but I'm just going to freeball it.
Mm-hmm.
I also agree with just, like, all the Jack and Belle, like, anytime. I was excited anytime they were in a scene together, to be honest. Shout out to the One Crowded Hour scene because it was a kiss and it was my song. So, you know what? A win's a win.
A win is a win. I also heard that they only use songs by Australian artists, which I think is cool.
Iconic.
Yeah.
So they're Australian.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Fun fact.
Fun fact.
If they're not, then I was lying.
I liked Fagin's like dog, like his reveal that it's a dog. Like that was comedy.
Wait, when he was sleeping in Jack's bed once, and Jack just pushed him off and then got in the bed.
Gosh.
Silly goofy.
I liked the bitch with the pistol coming in and shooting the pilgrim.
Yeah, the fucking pilgrim. Yeah, that whole like last The last, 5 minutes were fire, even though I was emotionally, compromised by Jack and Belle, but...
It was lit.
It was lit. The stakes were so high.
It was a little too lit.
Yeah. I also don't know if it cut me off, but the duel episode was, one of my favorites, too.
Well, I like the duel episode, but just not the one little second of Fagin thinking he's gonna...
Yeah.
I got scared.
Yeah.
I love him.
That Jack was so concerned. I was like, your father was so... He was like, I'm thankful... There was one part where he was like, I'm thankful for everything that you did for me.
And he just looks so old, you know?
Yeah. So frail. His head.
And he has, puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
But anywho, least favorite.
I said the blood and guts.
Mm.
Belle almost dying. And then the pee drinking.
Ugh. I think I blocked that out.
Yeah.
I think I blocked a lot of... This show is so good, but so gross.
Yeah. It happens.
Like the cat eating the...
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's my least favorite.
Yeah. Rip.
But you know what? Girls gotta eat. It's a cat.
A girl's So true. Amen. A girl's gotta eat.
And I hate when they are sewing shit up.
Yeah.
And I hate my man almost having to duel.
Yeah.
I didn't like
Poor
that.
Fagin.
And I didn't like... Just keep going.
I didn't like this whole show.
I really didn't like it. No, but I didn't like the fact that Belle, the thing in her stomach, it made me feel physically ill.
Yeah, and then the one shot of you see in her body as he's tying her up.
I can't.
Was that when you were gagging?
I was gagging. I was about to die, I think. It was over for me.
So this is my
Grey's
Grey's Anatomy.
Even the thought, finding out, I don't know.
It's like Grey's Anatomy on steroids because it's just
lightheaded.
There's no standards and practices.
Yeah.
They're just doing shit.
They don't have
and they're figuring
love,
it out.
so,
but yeah, it's just free for all. He's like, all right, sew her up. Whoa.
They're like, it's done.
I'm done.
They're so casually doing this.
I'm out. I'm a head out.
I'm a head out. And everyone cheering like they're being an audience when they do surgeries. Yeah. That's weird.
My sister was like, oh, wait. You haven't seen Poor Things? Willem Dafoe's a doctor, and this is the vibe. Sarah was like Poor Things? I was like,
that's the vibes. I gotta see that.
Anyway.
Anywho.
I also, this was a scene I liked, was the emo scene between him and Hetty in the last episode. It's like her be like, you love her?
Yeah.
Bro. The last episode was just so powerful, I can't lie.
Yeah, it was powerful, but I was also gagging.
Yeah, it's okay. You were gagging, I was gagged.
You were gagging, crying, and I was just gagging.
It happens. Sometimes it's one or the other.
But, yeah. Would you recommend this show?
Hell yeah. If it's really only one season, it's a pretty short watch.
Yeah.
It's silly.
It was good. Only 8 episodes.
Yeah.
And it was good. The fact that there may not be a season 2 kind of throws me off.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But yeah, I would recommend.
Yeah.
To my peers.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't recommend Oliver Twist.
Absolutely do not read that first.
Do not read that.
Do not read that.
Don't.
I'm gonna have to read Tale of Two Cities again though. I was rereading that and that shit was crazy to me.
That shit was crazy.
Living.
You're living.
Apparently though, get this, I know you're a Dark Knight stan, but The Dark Knight Rises is based on Tale of Two Cities.
Yeah.
I read a description of this is this and this is this and this. I was like,
turn it on,
so
but also
Nolan,
I have to turn on the Dark Knight.
Artful Daughter. They're like, Bane, Madame Defarge. I was like,
Bane.
whoa. And they're like,
Bane.
he was knitting. And I'm like, I remember that bitch knitting. Anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah, I'd be like, if you like Pirates of the Caribbean and a jolly good time, you should watch this.
A jolly good time. And a laugh.
And a laugh.
And a gag.
Hoot and a holler. I was gagged.
And finally, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most unseriesous, what would you say?
I struggled because I feel like it's so silly sometimes. But then bitches dying, bitches going to jail, bitches getting hung. They had someone get hanged pretty quickly at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa. So I say a 5 or 6.
Okay.
It kind of leans maybe a little more unserious.
Let's say a 6.
Yeah, 6.
A solid 6.
6.
Just like Glee.
It's exactly like Glee. If you like Glee, you should watch
Glee season 2.
That's so funny. I fear for Glee season 6, we're gonna be like, that's a 10. Just kidding.
Yes.
All right, is it time for our final segment? Game time with Megan and Bree. Bree. All right, what are we doing, Bree?
We're going to take a little quiz to find out which Artful Dodger character we are.
There's fucking 15 questions.
All right. And if I'm not Sneed, okay, do we...
Yeah, Bree and I are going to be Sneed and Jack probably.
Is this the one where they're out of order?
Who the hell is that? Now, who the hell are they?
And who the hell are they?
Julie already got her package. So. Okay. I think they might...
No one mind that.
Bro, this person needs to get in.
I'm scared.
I don't like letting people in.
Ever since... Yes. Is that a package?
Oh.
Okay, I thought it was a robber.
That was
that guy.
I thought it was the Artful Dodger. Okay. Yeah, they might be out of order, so I feel like we should just kind of chat as we go.
Let's
just fucking go and try to do it in 60 seconds.
Get her done. Okay.
My first question is, how do you feel about Jack? What do you mean how I feel about him?
Are your friends dragging you on the wrong way? Yep.
The one, I don't like him that much. He's a hell of a guy. He's perfect. He is perfect.
These questions crack me up.
Yeah, we're on Quizpin. We're not on BuzzFeed again. Have you ever? Did you watch the series because of Thomas Brodie-Sangster? Why are they asking me this like I'm being interviewed?
Yes.
No, not just him, bro. This question is so you coded. Are your plans mostly devilish? That's one of the answers.
That's literally...
Mostly. Sometimes they turn devilish. Never. I said sometimes they turn devilish.
I don't want to push anything wrong.
Yeah.
Are you indebted at the moment?
Wait, that's what I'm on.
That's funny.
I owe a big amount. I'm Bruno Mars.
There's a small loan on me.
Not a single penny.
Not a
I guess like student loans. I owe a big amount.
I'm in debt.
Are you being manipulated by someone? No one can manipulate me.
I am being manipulated.
I might be.
These questions are so fun.
These are so random.
Oh, I just got the manipulated.
Asks if you've stolen anything. I'm like, a couple times maybe.
Yes. No. Fuck. Sorry. No. I pushed an ad.
No, Brie.
I hate ads on my quiz site.
I'm just busting through this.
I'm trying.
If your date and your bestie call you at the same time, whose call would you pick?
I've got that one.
I decline both.
Exactly. Is Belle the perfect girl according to you?
Well, yes.
She's without a doubt.
That's so funny.
Does risk excite you? Yep.
The nah on the Belle one. Nah.
Okay. I feel like I'm
on 13. What are you on?
Okay, let me catch up. I feel like my phone is so slow.
Oh my god, Fagin's first name is Norbert. I just learned. Norbert.
What kind of name is that?
I don't fucking know.
Sneed.
Sneed was cracking me up. Even though I was like, fuck, when he proposed to her and Belle was like, what the fuck? And then, one of the scenes I didn't like was when fucking Fanny kisses him and he's like passed out. I said, no.
Oh, yeah. No. Not that. God, these ads, they keep popping up, guys.
Stay strong, Bree. Stay strong.
I need to get on my computer.
Is your crush impossible to reach? I said, you don't know my reach. Okay, wait. I'm on last question, so I think if I hit it,
okay,
I find out. Okay.
I'm almost there.
Okay.
Entertain the audience.
Okay.
While I fight through these ads.
So
I'm like,
I read a Gilmore Girls fanfiction. The reason why I know this is because my favorite Gilmore Girls fanfiction is about if Rory and Jess got together in season 6 instead of her getting back with Logan. Oh, and it fucking slays. And like Luke and Lorelai actually get married. Like they don't break them up either. It's like if Gilmore Girls was actually done right, basically. Oh. And Rory has Jess in her phone as Dodger in that. And that's another reason why I remember that so well. Because of the fan fiction. I've read the first few chapters many times. Like that's a novel to me. I've never finished.
What? Hold on.
Because I'll read and then like I'll stop, like I'll just get out of it, and I've never finished the story. Because like it's pretty like mundane in a good way. Because sometimes it's like when the show is like a little too much, it's like, well, I'd rather read about that being boring. And obviously the show's a little too much for me as a Rory and Jess fan because they never get together. Spoilers, sorry for the Gilmore Girls. Well, I guess I'll have to do it. I could do a Gilmore Girls podcast for 7 hours probably.
All right.
It'd just be about Rory and Jess.
I'm on 15.
Okay, should we hit it?
Oh, fuck. Look. All these pop up every time
Okay, you just have to get to the end. Okay, ready?
Okay, wait. Have you figured out the perfect life? The fuck?
Oh, I had that one.
Still looking for it.
Okay, I have mine.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Fagin.
Yeah, I got Jack! Halloween costume secured!
Unlocked.
That's so funny. I'm easily liked by people because you're very good at what you do. I don't know. I have confidence and competence. Your story is a blend of optimism, abilities, and eternal resistance. You're interesting because of this conflict between you and your goodness and the challenging situations you encounter. I just kind of skimmed. I just told me I'm a star.
It's so fucking long.
It told me I'm the artful. The Dodger will see you now.
Well, you are nosy by nature and like to ask strange questions.
You just want the tea.
Information is absorbed by your brain quickly. Instead of doing as others do, you live life on your terms.
Fagin just wants the tea.
Yeah, he just wants the tea, the boiling hot tea. Instead of going the typical route, when you are faced with a challenge, you come up with an initiative and clever solutions. It's exciting to take on challenges head on and come up with creative solutions that work. So true, Fagin.
So true, Fagin.
I relate so hard to him. I think that's why I kind of...
Sorry.
Emily would love it.
I was supposed to be nice to you on this podcast.
Yeah, the fuck, it's my birthday.
No, he looks great.
Yeah.
Just took me up. That's Remus Lupin. That's a
sad.
werewolf. Yeah.
I love him. But...
Yay, we did it! We got through some technical difficulties, but we did it. That's the artful Dr. Dodger.
That's the artful Rizzler and also Wonka.
And Wonka.
The Wonka.
Always look out for number one.
Parsnips and snips.
Stop it.
And for one crowded hour, you were
Turn it
the
on.
only one in the room.
I have to watch an edit.
Right.
That brings us to the end. Don't
Slay.
forget to like and subscribe. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at unseriesous. And next week, I almost started singing the OC theme song. That's not what we're doing. I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. We're starting 9 seasons of One Tree Hill with season 1.
One Tree Hill, baby, let's do it.
So get ready.
Get the fuck ready.
California. Sorry.
I have 5 rules.
And subscribe if you want us to do Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah.
And if we do Grey's Anatomy, we're going to play Operation.
Yes.
All right. Bye, y'all. Daddy's home. Home from
Cut. Thanks for listening to our podcast.
Remember to rate, follow, and share with friends.
And find us on TikTok and Instagram at unseriesous to see more content and find out what we're watching next.
We hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.